I spoke with Trey Fly, the president of Joe Fly Company and president of the National Air Filtration Association. Trey reflected on the 2019 technical seminar in Irving, Texas, and its success, and why he encourages his employees to obtain NAFA education and its certifications. Enjoy our conversation. Hi, this is Tony Veroven. We're sitting here at the NAFA Technical Seminar in Irving, Texas, and I'm here with Trey Fly of Joe Fly Company. Thanks for sitting down with me, Trey.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a great conference, and I'm just glad to be here and glad to see all the attendees.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. You've been on the board, and now you are the president.
Correct. Yes, I was a board member for a few years. I've been involved in NAFA since 2003, and I am the current president. I come from a lineage of other NAFA members. My grandfather was he started Joe Fly Company in 1967, and early on in NAFA's existence, he was a member. And then my dad, Joe Fly Jr., has been a member for as long as I can remember. I even came to some of the meetings as a kid, growing up. So NAFA, I guess, runs in the blood, and it's been a really great experience for me personally as well as our company.
Didn't you bring like 18 or 20 people here?
I'm hoping it was a record. I haven't been told for sure, but no, our headquarters is in Dallas. We've got 8 locations around the state, so we service the whole state of Texas, but our headquarters is here in Dallas, and so we felt it was kind of a home field opportunity to bring a lot of our sales staff and a lot of our managers. I think we had 17, if I recall, here in the technical seminar.
Tell me a little bit about what NAFA means to you to bring, that's quite the investment, right? To travel and mileage and registration here. So probably goes without saying, but I'll let you say it anyway, of like, how important is NAFA to your business and to your employees?
It's very important. I mean, there's no other real true resource for knowledge within our industry. We're part of the HVAC world, but we've got our own little niche in filtration, and it's very complex. And NAFA is the one-stop shop to learn everything you need to learn about filtration. So as far as our employees are concerned, we feel like if we're going to have our employees out in front of customers, educating customers, they need to be subject matter experts. And NAFA is the place to become that. We like them to attend technical seminars, and we encourage them all to get their CAFS. And we've started getting a lot of our technicians, the hands-on guys, NCT certified, and we're going to continue on with that program as we move forward. Excellent.
And so my understanding is that people that your salespeople who attain their CAFS have built in some sort of compensation or bonus or something like that if they do attain that.
Well, that's right? Correct. We have a pretty lucrative bonus plan for our salespeople. So if they hit all these certain metrics, they get a substantial bonus at the end of the year. But one of the prerequisites to get that bonus, whether they hit their metrics or not, they have to be CAFS. And if they don't have their CAFS, no bonus.
Not eligible. Yeah.
Not eligible.
Yeah, very good. Tell me a little bit about the CAFS here, because I've just, witnessed several people in the hallways here at the hotel with books in hand and little nervous faces.
I had 8 people taking the test.
So. Excellent. What is it really looking at? And then tell me a little bit about that credential of once you have it. What does it really mean?
Yeah, so there's a manual over air filtration, and that's the book that you're required to read and understand in order to take the CAFS test. It's all aspects of filtration. Everything from your understanding your basic types of filters, pleated filters, rigid filters, the types of media used to construct the filters, all the way up to different types of housings and types of equipment that you may see. It's really the roadmap to becoming an expert in our field. And the actual test it consists of, it's been a while since I took the test, but I believe it's 75 multiple choice questions and 25 true false questions that go over the material of the book. Now, the They have the book to study. We recommend they read it at least once. Some people read it 2 or 3 times based on conversations I've had. And then they also get chapter reviews that are online videos that they can watch as many times as they want. And then there is a review that was yesterday morning for 2 hours where rumor has it they might give away some of the answers. So it's very important to not only read the book, watch the reviews, but be in attendance at the review the day before the test.
Come to the technical seminar and technical seminar, but also annual convention. I think we also
correct
annual meeting. Yeah.
Yes, the CAFS is offered at both the technical and the annual convention. Technical is usually in the spring, annual is in the fall. But also any CAFS can administer tests, specifically the NCT test. But if there's ever a need to get people NCT or CAFS certified outside of the conventions, we can accommodate that as well.
Right. So tell me a little bit about the NCT. What does that entail? What do techs really learn in that? Is it similar? Is it as in depth, or what's the difference between NCT and CAFS?
Yeah, the biggest way to explain the difference is the CAFS is about the filters and about the industry. The NCT is more the how-to. So it's the installation manual, if you will, the best practices to install every type of filter, every type of equipment. I've got a bunch of field service techs that do nothing but change filters all day. So for them, we need to make sure they're changing filters the prescribed way and the right way. And without that type of education, we don't really have any guidance on what is the right way.
Stepping back a little bit, tell me a little bit about, obviously, you're president of the organization. We've just gotten done with a board meeting, talked a lot about strategic planning. Where do you see NAFA going in the next several years? What's kind of changing with the organization and even an observance of like air filtration as an industry?
I think the organization has changed quite a bit over the last few years. A lot of it's due to generations, honestly. In the trade industries, a lot of our workforce is aging and they're getting near retirement. And we have a very loyal and dedicated NAFA following. We've got members that have been coming here for 25 years, religiously. They don't miss. As those people start to retire, we have to, in order for the health and the integrity of the organization and for NAFA to continue to grow, we have to have people fill in their shoes. And in this economy where the boomers are starting to retire, we've got to get some of the millennials and some of the young people to step in and fill committee spots and eventually board spots and become officers like myself. So I think just the way of doing business, a lot of that's impacted, how the organization is operating as well. And we're just evolving all the time. We're becoming more current with the changing times and being more digital and more online and having more of a marketing presence, social media, all those type of things that weren't important 10 years ago are now very important for our success.
Talk to me a little bit about like maybe getting into this industry. Trades are super important. Not everybody's going to go to college, right? Talk to me about like what's cool going on right now. Why would maybe there's like an 8th grader out there right now, yeah. Or somebody in college, or that's like, oh, I'm getting a such and such degree that maybe I don't feel like I'm really going to use. Or again, maybe these guidance counselors that are trying to steer this kid who's 16 and a half years old and is not sure what he or she's going to do. I guess just kind of maybe address that of like, obviously we all know there's a huge labor shortage and
yes.
Especially in the trades.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to be the one that says you don't need to go to college because a lot of people think you do, but for those that may have a different path or that might not be what they want to do, there is going to be more opportunity in the next 10 to 20 years working out in the field and being a tradesman than ever before. I don't know if you've heard of Mike Rowe, who has his own podcast and he's the Dirty Jobs guy. But he's got some statistics out there saying that basically if you're right now a high school kid or a middle school kid and you're thinking about your career, if you look at becoming a plumber or an electrician or an HVAC technician, right now, you're going to be making more money in 20 years than the doctors and the lawyers and everybody else. And it's also an avenue to become an entrepreneur. You start out as an HVAC technician and then you open your own business, get your own trucks, and soon enough, you've got your own business you're growing. So I think there's going to be a major shift in the next few years in who we see doing our trades. This conference has been incredible. We've had, I had a guy that came up afterwards and told me he'd never attended NAFA before, but he'd attended a lot of other trade organization conferences. And he said we put together the best program and the best speakers he's ever seen. So that was a huge compliment to the board, the management team, and everybody else. And I do feel that a lot of time and effort goes into that. And it's showing in the quality of the presenters and the outcome, the people that show up for NAFA. So it was great here in Dallas, and we're looking forward to Montreal in September.
Excellent. Well, we'll see you there.
All right. Thanks, Tony.
Trey.
Appreciate it.
For more information about how the National Air Filtration Association's membership, networking, education, and certifications can improve your career and business, visit nafahq.org.